500 Days of Summer is a subjective story. It's a story about the point of view of one guy and how that point of view changes. It's not presenting an objective, like, here's what happened. You know, and when you do present an objective, here's what happened, you tell a story in order. Okay, first this happened, then this happened, then this happened, cause and effect, and it's all very rational and logical, and that's generally what Hollywood does because it's kind of easier to make sense. But the truth is my experience of especially love, isn't that logical. It's not that rational. And when I think about my experience of that emotion, love, it never quite goes in order, and it never quite makes that much sense. So, what now? What do you want to do?
I think I'm just gonna call it a day.
You want to get some dinner or something?
I have pasta at home.
When a girl's as good looking as Zoe is, it's pretty easy to fall in love with her. And then Tom continues to like her because she likes the same things that he does. Tom's very into his things, his tastes, what songs he chooses to put on his iPod, and, you know, what chair he decides to put in his house. He's an aspiring architect, you know, and so he has very particular taste for things. And you know, just look at how Summer dresses. She's obviously got impeccable taste. And like early on in the movie, they connect over the fact that he's listening to the Smiths and she knows who the Smiths are. And but it's kind of superficial things like this that he falls in love with, really. And the rest of the stuff he projects onto her. And I think that's why he eventually loses her, is because he's not loving her for who she is in the present tense and in the, you know, in the moment. He's loving this kind of goddess on a pedestal that he's created and convinced himself that she is. 500 Days of Summer is a really welcome change for me, and I don't have to be in pain all day, you know, every day at work. I can go to work and feel sweet, loving feelings, and I don't have to cultivate anger and suffering like I did in some of these past movies I've been doing, and it's nice. It's really nice. And at the same time, I don't think this movie is purely light. I mean, it's about a guy that gets his heart broken, shattered, and we don't just make fun of that. We try to, you know, take the audience there to show you what that really feels like. Or for those of us that do know what it feels like, we can kind of cathartically experience it with the character. 500 Days of Summer, you know, because he comes from music videos, the thing has this real whimsy to it, and he uses music really well. Like, he plays music on the set all the time. A lot of the scenes that we shoot, actually, he's playing music while we're doing it, and it gives the thing this rhythm and this, you know, there's not much difference between music and magic, and I think it's gonna give you a reason to watch it on a big screen and, like, get swept up in it.